Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil. We're going to be showing a quick little GAC fight here today, potentially shouting out some other content creator who's actually trash. But, you know, got to give them a shout out because this is their favorite team. But let's give a quick shout to the channel members. More importantly, thank you guys again. You guys are the best. If you're ever interested, link below, along with link to Discord. Again, given that channel and life update earlier today at the time of recording, really appreciate you guys sticking with me through good, bad, thick, thin, content or none. Y'all are the best. Let's get in here. Let's show some GAC footage. Alright, so we're going up against Jabba here. Now this Jabba with this Datacron is potentially Wampa-able, but I did this the other day and I was like, you know what, this is kind of, you know, fun. So we're going to be using Gungans against Jabba. Now, this Gungan Datacron is literally ridiculous. Even the level 3, I have to say, the speed up in this particular fight is helpful because as much as 15 and 15 is nice, you've got to think with Gungans here, they can't lose protection while that shield generator is up. So as long as we keep the shield generator up, we should be in good shape here. But the critical damage, the offense, and then is really nice there. Those are two things we like. Again, 100% extra damage at full health and protection. And Boss Nass gaining retribution. The health steal and defense, and really the speed is the most important part. But it's not the best of the level 9. It's really that level 6 that is carrying this fight. So let's get in here. Let's hopefully win this. So we're going to go in. All right, they're going after him. That's fine. All right, that's good. Let's actually dispel the garbage there. AoE. That's it. Yep, that's good. That's good. Okay, hit Boss Nass. That's fine. Let's just throw Marked on you because I can. All right. Yep, go here. And then we can throw this out. Easy enough, right? Easy enough. And we're just going to keep working through here. This, I forget kind of why I found out that I could pull this off. But this is a really, I mean, obviously if you have the Datacron, it's super nice. But this can save my Wampa for something else. And definitely, I'd say probably a bit more consistent than the Wampa fight. So unfortunately, because of that, we do have to shout out Egnards for this because, like, this is his favorite faction, and I would be remiss if I didn't at least give Gungans a shout for that. But, so shout out Egnards for your faction potentially working here. We still have some, oh, that was a misplay. I should have just done a basic there, but it's fine. I just need to get Cad Bane out. And that should, let's just AoE there. That should do it. All right. Call that in. Pass the turn again. Call boss up. That works. That works. That works. And this is why I said I think that speed up is really helpful, is because we're just taking more turns than we should without any kind of turn meter gain, which can trigger Jabba. So that speed up, I do want to say I think that speed up helps. And there he goes. Down. Full banners, 65. Like I said, I think that is a little bit, this obviously is getting a lot of help from the Datacron, but I think it's a far more consistent fight. So shout out Egnards. Thank you for your faction actually doing something good. Obviously getting carried super hard by that Datacron rather than actually anything good that this faction has to offer. But, you know, that said, it's been something that I've used. I used this earlier in GAC, but today I wanted to share that video with you guys as I thought that was kind of fun. Just a cool little thing that you can do. You know, you've got a couple more matches of 5v5 Grand Arena where that can potentially work out for you. Again, there is some loose conditions there. Being if they really get your shield generator down, you could be cooked. But it's a pretty, you saw, if you have the right kind of Datacron built, again, I have a lot of extra offense there helping me, but the biggest part of that being that 100% damage when you're at 100% health and protection. That is really helpful. That's really what's carrying that fight, is dealing all that extra damage, getting rid of their protection, getting rid of those buffs. It just really, really is a fun little counter to use. I do want to end this and say, as much as those Gungans are, you know, fun, Egnards, my Trench got a hold and didn't even have a Datacron, so you can suck it, okay? You can suck it, just like the Chiefs can suck it. Obviously we're coming off at the time of recording the rematch of the Super Bowl where the Eagles marched into Jalen Head Stadium. Yes, I said that, Jalen Head Stadium. He's the owner of it now. And beat the Chiefs. It was, I have to talk. I'm sorry. I have to talk trash, to my Chiefs fans. I will say, side note, there's a chat that a bunch of us are in from Three Scoundrels, and they kept, I have this rule, right? Side note, if you're still watching, you get to talk Chiefs Eagles. I have this rule where I do not talk to opposing fans in the middle of a game. Like winning, losing, I will not talk to opposing fans because I've seen it bite too many people in the butt, especially, and I'll say especially if they're what I call like real fans. If you're a real fan of your team, I'm not talking trash to you in the middle of that game. I'll come on, maybe afterwards I talked a little bit of trash to Bones, but then I was like, nah, man, like I'm not gonna rub it in too much because I'll rub it in today because it does suck. Like I know what it's like when you lose those games and people are just talking trash to you. It's part of the gig, but it was just funny that they were like, where is Phil? Why isn't he talking? And it's because I will not talk to people during a game because I'm too worked up and I don't want to say something and then get the receipts afterwards, because those tweets are the greatest when you see people talking all this kind of trash and then you go back after the result and just make fun of them. So anyway, go Eagles, go Birds. Cowboys suck more than anything. Cowboys still suck, even though Brandon Aubrey's amazing. Cowboys still suck. If you guys stayed for the NFL talk, I don't know. You tell me what you think. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this short GHC fight and primarily just, slandering Chiefs and Cowboys and, praising the Birds. Love you guys. May the force be with you. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, my friends.